when I started putting my thoughts together on what I would talk to you guys about, I thought, how do I sum up my life? What stories and experiences can I share with you that will really convey who I am as a person? Turns out that's pretty tough, and I'll admit I sometimes have trouble making decisions. So after a long game of eeny, meeny, miny, moe, I landed on a few things that I'd like to share with you. Some kids grow up with a college allegiance from the day that they're born. Depending on where their parents went, there's just no other choice of what college they're going to. That was not me. But luckily, about 10 years ago, I stumbled upon an acceptance letter from Kansas State University. From the minute I stepped foot on campus, my family grew by 22,000 people. From football games to date parties, meeting my husband, figuring out what I wanted to be when I grew up. All the magic happened for me at K-State. I'm an avid Wildcat fan, obviously. I bleed purple and will until the day that I die. So on the topic of deciding what I want to be when I grow up, I was a PR advertising major at K-State, and probably my junior year decided that I had a passion for meeting planning. So the summer after I graduated, I took an internship here in Kansas City doing just that, convention planning, and I fell in love with it. I have, for the last 7 years, started building my career around being a professional meeting planner. You know, it's funny when I tell people that I'm a meeting planner, event planner, they automatically say, oh, so you plan parties. That's a fun job. Which, yes, it is a fun job, but there's a little bit more to it than just planning parties. There's a lot of preparation and organization that goes into making a meeting run smoothly. So I find joy in being that person behind the scenes that makes it all happen. Earlier, I mentioned that I met my husband at K-State, which I must say makes life a lot easier when your spouse has the same college allegiance as you. I have to admit, if he was a Jayhawk, it probably wouldn't have worked out. I also will admit that it was a toss-up between talking to you guys about my husband, Grant, and my dog, Mackenzie. So as the normal married life goes, a couple months after we got married, we started getting the dog itch. Now, what kind of dog we were going to get was not a decision that I ended up having to make. Grant grew up with Brittany Spaniels, so there was no other dog that we were getting, which I'm glad that we did, because Mackenzie has made our life great. She is our child. She keeps life interesting and fun, and she's even been to a few K-State games herself. So all in all, the decisions that I have made throughout my life have led me to where I am today. And I hope that you guys now have a little bit of understanding of how I live life and what makes me happy.